Welcome back to Glowingcard Gaming. And now, your host, Adam. Hey everybody, we got a little bit of a longer one for you today. We're going to do the end of the year with Depths of Despair. I hope this one on the thumbnail is on there. It looks like this lady's sitting there, and then she grabs her neck, and then her head floats to the ceiling. Here, I should just show you guys. Wait, we're on the wrong screen. Why? There. This one right here. This is the end of year. Let's give everybody a chance to get in here today. I got the cats down here, so there's a possibility I'll have to take them back upstairs if they get too rowdy. That just looks weird. Like she's sitting there, grabs her neck, and then her head floats to the ceiling. I think that's totally fake. I do not believe that one is real. I can hear them. 1 second. Let me go see if there's any issues. Might have to take them back now. Hey. Come on. What are you doing? Come on, guys. Come on. Like they're gonna listen. Alright. Can't have them down in that room, so usually they don't go in there too much. Now they're just hanging out there. So, you guys are coming with me? And pretty soon, they're gonna come. Because I'm gonna give them some treats. And they're gonna come up here. Here, let's give them something a little different. Here, come here. You want the other ones? Here, I'll give you a few of the other ones. I think that's what he was looking for. He was like, no, not these. These. Alright. I gotta go quick before they finish. Otherwise, I'll just end up down here with me. Recognize, glad you tuned in for this. Is this not riveting? Is this not entertaining for you guys? What else are you gonna do on a Friday? Want party? Okay. Maybe you will. I don't know. We're back. Alright, we got some people on. Well, probably should start off the music. What do you guys think? This is gonna be a longer one. I was gonna play today, but I feel like Frodo. I'm just tired all the freaking time, and I just am not feeling it. Although I found some demos I think I might do. Got a request for Resident Evil 4. I haven't even looked to see how much that is. Here, where's my Steam? There it is. All this stuff. I just want to check real quick how expensive it is. Here, let's undo the screen capture for just a second. 1 second. In case I have any sensitive information. Don't want to dox myself. That could be more horrible than any video we watched tonight. All right, store, featured, search. The RV there yet? That's a new one. Icarus, new one. They have a free-to-play section. I like that. What was I going to look for? Resident Evil 5, 6, 0. Resident Evil 17 games in all. So 4 was the one. Resident Evil Revelations 2. Resident Evil, the original. 4. 2005, huh? It's $5. I guess I could play it. They're all on sale right now, too. Okay, well. Let me put it in the cart. Maybe. What do I have in my cart? Oh, Silk Song. Yeah, it's still $15 for Silk Song. So, doesn't bode well for Silk Song, by the way. I'm going to get Silk Song and Resident Evil 4. Done. Okay. Close. Reopen. We're open for business. The elevator. This is the one with the college students in it, but I find this one very interesting. So I think we're going to watch this one again. It's just so creepy, and it reminds me of that episode where I think the guy went, I want to say it's Purgatory, maybe the first level of hell, because I could swear where he was, I think if you, like the camera at the end of it goes, pans down further, and it almost looks like abandoned subway. Like, you know, in New York, how they have the subway, but down below the subway, in this, like, they have subflooring, and there's like an entire city below New York that has been completely abandoned. I don't know if you guys knew that, but there is. And like there was an episode of, I think it was Evil, where he goes down. Just recapping, not going to go through the whole episode. Don't worry. But there is one where he finds himself in this elevator, goes down below where the hotel should actually go, and it opens up and it's like darkness. It'll be kind of like what you're seeing outside of this elevator here, and like then he's out there for too long, the door's shut, and he's trapped down there for like a few hours until his friends can come rescue him. But like later on, it kind of scrolls out, and I think there's all these piles of bones and stuff further out. It's kind of creepy, but you don't see anything really bad. But it does look like it just goes on forever. Like this, it was hell because it's eternal. Like it just goes infinitely forward into darkness. It's weird. It was creepy. So kind of the same feel here.
The following video comes from a group of friends who went on holiday to Spain. The friends can be seen
in Spain. You can go visit it.
To the 16th floor.
I need to turn it up.
Okay, so it's been doing this for a minute.
There's a lot. Look at that.
And there's nothing out there. You're too big. Ah, yeah, Sergio. Ascensor. Man, you've been hit. You need to hit that gym.
I'm sure this is a glitch.
Yeah. Figure it out.
But there is something at the end of the video that's weird.
Alright. No, that did something. No. What is going on?
Personally, I would have gotten out. I'd have just gotten out and found the stairs.
This particular floor has been undergoing construction for some time and isn't currently available to any guests of the hotel. Now it seems like it's just a strange one-time incident, but multiple staff members have reported the same malfunction. The elevator seems to take people up to this dark 16th floor.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up.
Well,
The very next day, they use this elevator again, and things take a horrifying turn.
Alright, so the power is out. The backup, yeah, there you go. The backup generator's been coming on and off. We've been having the time of our
9.
lives. And yeah, we're like cooking alive.
The elevator comes to a sudden halt and the lights go out. It turns out there was a power outage affecting this area of Spain while they were in the elevator. The backup generator turns on, but for some reason doesn't function properly, so the light just flickers on and off. Bored with nothing to do in the elevator, the friends decide to mess around when something utterly terrifying happens.
There you go. Oh. Oh, he's cooking something. What are you doing? Yep. Yep.
I gotta pee.
Oh, you gotta pee.
It's making my bladder. I gotta pee.
You gotta pee.
Well, like a rapper. Go. I gotta pee. I'm holding my bladder.
Yep.
I gotta pee. I don't know what else to do. I gotta pee.
See in the back corner.
Guys, this is probably the worst thing anyone's ever done.
And none of them noticed it.
A small dark figure can be seen in the corner of the
Tiny.
elevator, steadily rising up. Nobody seemed to notice at the time until watching the footage back later on, leading them to believe a strange force must have been behind the events. And they are further convinced by this after some time passes and they manage to get out. Watch closely.
We're moving.
Fine. Thank you.
Right up to 16.
Wait. Stop. No.
That's the same one as before.
That is so quick, though, when it decides to open.
Strangely,
You hear the beep,
in the elevator for a few
like it
hours,
arrives at 16, and immediately the doors open.
takes them straight to the 16th floor, releasing them into the dark space. After being in there for so long, they were just happy to get out of that elevator and quickly ran downstairs after hearing something strange on that floor. Many people believe that the dark figure is something that resides on the 16th floor, attempting to lure people up there somewhere. But who knows? Either way, this is creepy. Abandoned.
Well, the weird thing is that other people have experienced the exact same thing, and they all go to 16. I mean, the thing in the elevator, that little dark shadow, is weird. And I'm not sure what that is. It's strange. I don't know. I mean, it definitely could have been edited in, especially since they didn't see it initially. I always wonder, like, if people think to add stuff in later before they post. Like, wasn't it weird that the elevator stopped at 16? And it could be just a mechanical glitch. I mean, because other people, it's taking them up to 16. It seems to always be up to 16, right? So my guess would be, because there's construction on that, maybe some part of the box on the outside got damaged, or there's a button that's malfunctioning, like the down or up. When you press it, you can go down or up from any floor. So if you're on 3, you could go up to 16 or down to 4 or back up to 7 or whatever. There's up and down on both, on every floor, except the bottom floor and the top floor, which then you can only go one direction. But that could easily explain why the elevator keeps going to 16, is there's a button call, like a shorted out button or something up there, since it's been under construction, that just continually calls it to 16. I don't know if that's necessarily, I mean, it would be kind of considered a glitch, but it's very easily explained why something continually calls the elevator up to 16. The dark shape in, I mean, that could have been edited later from one of the guys before they posted. You could just be like, you know, thinking about, oh, we went up to 16 several times, so why don't we just edit something in? I don't know.
In the following video, a man was exploring the closed Cherokee Heritage Center Museum in Park.
I don't know if I'm going to watch all of these.
Originally the Cherokee National Female Seminary in 1851, but was later burnt down in 1887, and the Heritage Center was established in 1963, with the remaining columns of the original seminary building still remaining as a feature of the center grounds. The place has now been closed since 2020, and upon exploring the area, he captures something completely bizarre. Take a look.
Am I tripping, or is there something going on in here?
But he's not even supposed to be there, right?
After moving to Indian territory, Cherokee Nation set aside 1 acre of ground for each church congregation. Moravians, Baptists.
Dude, that's so creepy. Why is this?
Well, it's just there's a speaker system and somehow got turned on. Yeah, the recording's playing. Why? Oh, it's weird.
Ooh, that scared me. Okay. Dude, that scared me. I was like, there's someone in there.
At Mount Zion Church, where I pastor, we conduct our services in both languages, Cherokee and English. And when we have a completely Cherokee audience,
A recorded message can be heard playing on repeat inside one of the closed buildings.
Okay.
No, there's clearly nobody there.
I didn't see anything. Sit behind the stove.
Looks like a creepy white figure can be seen hovering by the wooden stove. It resembles a person in a white dress. So did Native Penguin capture a real ghost on camera?
I don't know. There's so many reflections and dirty. Ooh, this actually. Hold on.
Studios bringing you
Hold on.
18 Fatic.
That looks creepy.
A psychological horror game where you play as a man trapped in a loop.
What?
Oh, that thing moved.
Armed with an instant camera, you must hunt down paranormal anomalies by taking their picture to uncover secrets from your past. But be aware, some anomalies aren't as friendly as others, and may trick you.
Looks interesting.
Now, ranch.
Oh, the 18th attic and the ranch.
Returning home one day and pulls her phone out to record after something happened that.
Oh yeah, we've done this one several times. Maybe we're gonna watch too many of these because this is long. And then she leaves. Ah, here we go. Oh, yeah. And this is the one. We're going to play this one on the first part of it because this is one of the spookier ones. Not because of the paranormal stuff so much, but because something really happens to this girl.
A woman named Jeanette just moved into a new apartment and began filming her moving in process bit by bit.
So, always be aware of your surroundings and lock your doors. That's all I'm going to say. This girl's French, and I'm not sure if she's in Paris or where she's moved to.
As she unpacks everything and organizes the place, not knowing that she would soon experience true horror inside the apartment. After settling down and finishing the move, she films herself dancing to some music when she catches this.
So we've shown that on this channel, so hopefully they won't get us for copyright because he had to mute the music because of that. But she's reacting to somebody actually being in her house. A real live person being in her house. This guy just walked in, said he knew her, they were friends. Guy is clearly unstable, not all there mentally. She has no clue who this guy is. She just moved in. Is there any audio? Here we go.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Now, did you see that? Because I caught it the first time, too. That door opened all on its own. Here, watch again.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
So that's a real dude who had broken into her apartment, was really standing there, and then the door opens on its own.
A strange man suddenly appears in her apartment while she's recording. She called the police quickly, and they checked the area, but there was no signs of any break-in. The intruder most likely came in through the door while she left it unlocked.
So, lock your doors, be aware of your surroundings, especially if you're home alone, lock those doors. I don't care if you live in the middle of the woods. You never know who's going to be out there wandering around, just looking for something. And you never know what they want or what they'll do. Especially this guy. Oh, you remember we're friends. That's not normal. So, we're going to skip a little bit. There is one more really interesting thing that happens to her. She's hearing footsteps and stuff, but look at the bed right here. Right here. Look at the bed. 1 foot, 2 foot. Now, she saw it. Well, I thought she was French. She said, could you get out of the apartment? So this is, I don't know where she's living. But yeah, definitely weird. The doll. All right.
In the next video,
I got a feeling we've seen most of all of these.
From a street stall for 20 Mexican pesos.
Ugh. There are things that I've said on this show many times. No, it does strike me as kind of strange. It's almost like and you're right, and I thought about that too. It looks like almost like a bar got pressed into the bed. So it really kind of made me think maybe that's fake. And then who knows if the guy it could all be an act. She could have hired some guy to come in and pretend to, and then she acts all scared, and then some fishing string on the door that automatically opens it as she's leaving. But she did, her breath was really scared, so it's hard to fake that. I mean, you could. you're a really good actor, totally could do that. And you could rig up something or edit the film to look like there's something there when it's not. And I agree, it didn't totally look like footprints, but I have it in my mind that way only because the channels that we have watched this on before mention their footprints. Both Depths of Despair and Nukes 5 both call them footprints. So that's why I also did that. Just FYI. By the way, thank you and welcome back,
Thanks
Whispers.
for the follow.
Calabi Gaming 31? Kia, wait. Thank you for the follow. I know I totally butchered that. That's an I, right? Kia Ob Gaming 31. Thank you for the follow. I think I got it better that second time. Another one on Kick. I think that makes 30. It's pretty good. I did, Whispers, I don't know if you were here, but I did go ahead and purchase Silent Hill 4. Everything is on sale on Steam right now for 75% off, so it's $5. So I figured, what the heck, I'll pick it up, maybe try it. We'll see. Also got Silksong. It is also on sale. I don't know if I'll play through that. Definitely not going to do it tonight. I was hoping to be on early, and it should have been on earlier. But sometimes I need a day. So I'm trying to do some content tonight. Forgive me for that. And I hope you guys are enjoying this.
Which roughly equates to $1. The man
Oh.
called the doll was a collector.
Things I've also said on the show. Weird crap like this doll. Weird crap like this doll. Why are you bringing this into your house? And if you do, and weird stuff starts happening, why don't you get rid of it? Like, right away.
So he bought it and took it home.
Look at that
But
creepiness.
soon, strange things started to happen around the house. From hearing strange noises to seeing shadows. And it has gradually gotten worse over time. It then became clear that the doll was so cheap because it was haunted. Around 5:23 in the morning, he's home alone working on his computer when he hears something strange.
Why is it bloody?
Get his phone out and record this.
Why is the doll bloody? Why is the lighting weird in there, too?
Disculpen el reguero. Están mis perritos durmiendo. Son las 5:23 de la mañana. Estoy trabajando.
So he's an editor. Whoa.
Trabajando.
Almost said it like...
5:23 de la mañana, 5:24 ya, para los que dicen que... Para los que dicen que ocurre nada más a las 3 de la mañana, no. Son las 5 ya de la mañana. Con 24 minutos. Ahí están mis perritos. Están durmiendo. Y lo curioso es... Alexa, luz del cuarto blanco frío.
Muy bien.
Están escuchando. Escuchen. Son susurros.
Well, I'm getting goosebumps. It's creepy, for sure. But again, this guy is an editor. He totally could add all of this stuff.
Y no hay nadie, ¿eh? No. Siempre los muestro que no hay nadie para que luego no digan, no, es que eso, qué sé yo. tus amigos, de tus familiares o lo que sea. No hay absolutamente nadie.
After hearing strange knocking sounds and voices right outside his
Well,
door
I mean,
and all around the house.
it definitely sounded like, I mean, again, all of this could be edited in. So, I mean, realistically, I don't know. I don't know if I buy into this. I have not seen this one. This is actually a new one I haven't seen, so that's good. The knocking, though, if it's not edited, it's weird and creepy that it's on his bedroom door, and it's so loud and clear. Like it feels like somebody was outside knocking on his door. Beyond that, I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
He searches the whole place but finds nothing there. A few nights later, he's working on his PC again, this time around 3:43 a.m., when something terrifying happens. Watch closely.
Son las 3:43 de la mañana y justo... Otra vez.
Yeah, I would have just taken the doll right back to the store and just been like, it's yours.
Por eso respiro así.
You don't even need to pay me a quarter that I paid for this. It's yours. Yeah, and that time it tried to get in. It tried to turn the knob. And you let it in.
Enciende la linterna. No hay nadie.
It's almost like you should just start with the lights on. Like, maybe you keep them on.
Todo está totalmente cerrado.
They always say that. Now, to be fair, if this were happening to me, if something like this were happening to me, and I was documenting, if I was documenting this in this same way, hey team, how's it going tonight? Same for you, Whispers. Hello, welcome back, and how's it going for you tonight? Well, that's good. Welcome back. Better than this guy's night's not going very well, it sounds like. But again, this guy is a professional editor. He is editing when this stuff is happening. Now again, if this were me and I was alone, I don't care what my electric bill would be. I'd have the lights on to start with. That's good as well, Whispers. That's very good. Everybody having a good night. I love it. You all had a good Christmas too, I hope. And I hope everything went well for you guys. But yeah, and then on top of that, I'd probably have had cameras already installed. Maybe even the cheap little potato cameras, quality cameras, just to document stuff, you know. And just looking from the other side at how much I doubt. Yeah, I had a good Christmas. Saw the family twice, actually. Went last weekend and then on Christmas Day. And I don't know if you can tell by the pennants on the wall there. I'm a Colorado sports fan. Nuggets, Broncos, and Rockies, and Avalanche. Watched Broncos play with the family. Watched them play Jacksonville last week, too. So we were there for both games. It was interesting. But yeah, had a great Christmas, you know, good food, good family. We talked. My sister didn't have such a good Christmas. I'm not going to get into why. It wasn't family related. Her visit with us was good. So, you know, overall, really good. and I'm glad everybody else had a good Christmas too. Yeah, I am good. Still in the same situation. Gotta get either the channel, and I should spend more time, and I should game a little bit more than I do on the channel. So be sure to hit that notification button so you know when I'm on. Maybe if we get through this soon enough, I might try like a demo of something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Gozer, the Gozerian. Yeah, good to hear from everybody. I'm glad everybody out there is doing well. All right, but that's what I would do. I would have more to it. But it would always be in the back of my mind that it doesn't matter how much I say or what evidence I could provide. And I've said this on the channel before, the only person who knows for sure if he's faking or not is him. And being an editor doesn't help my mind on this one. He is literally editing sounds and stuff into videos or whatever he's doing on his computer. But you can tell he's doing audio augmentation as this stuff is going on. So it's weird. But again, that doll would have been out of there. That would have been the first thing. Oh, I got this, and weird stuff started happening? Yeah, I'm getting rid of it, and this is going to stop. That scream was intense, too. Like, I don't...
But as soon as he is about to make his way back to his room...
Yeah, he is showing some of the skills of the video right here. It's always kind of leading, like he's going back the other way, and then the knock happens, and he goes and he turns around.
No entiendo qué.
See, it's when there's invisible stuff like that, I'd want goggles that had like infrared and night vision and stuff, so you could maybe see in a different spectrum, see if there was something really there or something. But again, it's just sounds, and this guy's good at it.
Para los que me dicen que me...
We're going to listen to that voice again, because I could swear there was a dog barking, and all of a sudden it was almost like the sound quality changed. So I want to listen to that one more time to see if I actually heard that or not.
Para los que me dicen que me...
No, go back further.
Que me...
Oops, I went too forward, not back. Yeah. See, there's a dog barking, but it's like it comes back in right at the end of that. It really feels edited there. It really feels edited.
Es bien fácil decirlo.
And again, why are you shutting off the lights, man? Yeah. No. It's still happening. It's still happening. That was pretty loud. Sounded like it echoed. I know, it sounds different. Ones sound different. That sounded like a lady, and the one outside, this one sounds like a small child. I agree with that. That's a good call out, team. Yeah, it's definitely weird. I don't know.
The moment he opens it, there's no one there. Shortly afterwards, something is heard approaching him. And moments later, it happens again. This time, clear footsteps running towards him, scaring him back to his room. He then decides to call a friend over.
Oh no, the worst thing, worst thing. Oh my God, what are you doing, you moron? Do not do Ouija boards. No, no, no. Worst thing. This is going to be so bad. This makes me think it's real. Because you start messing around with these Ouija boards or spirit boards, I've never heard a good story come from it. I've heard some horror films have come from it. This is not what you want to be doing.
The entity may be lurking in his house and find out what it wants. But this only served to make the activity even worse. Now,
Called it.
Next night, he
Called it.
something truly horrifying.
It's I think he meant he wants to get eliminated from this point. Like it's some weird Survivor reality show where people in the house slowly get killed off by the spirit and the last one living wins $1 million. That's funny. I like it. It's a good. I can see that being a reality television show. As bad as they are, I could see that. Okay, wait. What do we see there? Is there a shadow figure? Oh God.
A dark figure with a pale face and glowing eyes can be seen peeking out of the dark corner.
That looks just wrong and evil. Did it look like a monkey? It turned into a monkey at the end.
To find the person who sold the doll ever since. But just who or what is this in his house? Let me know.
Yeah.
Exhibition. On May the 10th of 2025.
Now, as long and as bad as that video, or maybe, well, not bad, as fake as that video may have been, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy that video. So, for entertainment purposes only,
very strange happened.
We've seen this one. This is very subtle. I'm going to skip this one because I just don't think it's working. This statue moves like a tick. So, like, look at my head. It just does a subtle little. I'm doing it even too much. It is very, very subtle. You can see it, but it's just like a little tick. That was much better. Yeah, I think that comes from, I think Ouija boards, and again, sorry, I hear movement upstairs. I think my cats are getting kicked out of another room right now. I think Parker Brothers, Parker Brothers, they made board games back in the day. Created a whole mess of them. Like, I don't think, maybe they did know what they were doing. Maybe Satan or somebody had a hand in it. I could see that. Because they were a pretty major corporation back in the day. Not so much now, but back in the day. And they made millions of the Ouija boards. But prior to that, spirit boards go way back into like the 1700s or even further back. And I think Domani or the gypsies, whatever you want to call them, had kind of utilized those for calling spirits and connecting to the spirit realm. Most of the time to defraud people. That's kind of what they do. So always watch yourselves around gypsies. Not that I need to tell anybody out there that, but not that you can't interact with them. I think I have in my past Irish had some. What do they call them? they don't call them gypsies. I think they call them rovers. But they're the same thing. Gypsies, Romani, rovers, it's all one thing. Just different sects of them. Like different, I guess you can kind of think of them as mobs. You'd have the Irish one, and you'd have the Italian one, and then you'd have whatever else, French, Russian. They were all over. So spirit boards came from that. They're very historical. But they've always been tied somehow to the spirit realm or really the demonic. And I think, I mean, it's no secret I'm a Catholic. I believe in Christ, and I have to believe in both sides. If I believe in one, I have to believe in the other. So I think that the spirit board was given probably to actually all people, the Egyptians. I think of Moses when he had the staff and he turned it into a snake, and the magicians for Pharaoh also did the same thing, but then Moses' snake ate their snakes, and then they couldn't figure out how he did that. So they were like, anyway, probably during that time, because it was so big, I bet it was given to the world at that time. But you're right. Ouija boards, very, very connected to the paranormal, very, very in a not good way. I cannot emphasize how much I don't want anybody out there ever messing with one. Ever. Go to the church, get a priest, get a blessing, get rid of them. Get them out. Pray. All right. That's my 2 cents. I've gone on too far. And we're going to skip this one. Because this is, I mean... it's right here, I think. Yeah, there it is. You see it? Look at this. So small. See, and I think they put all this wax on a frame. I don't know how she would do it. Or plaster, whatever they made the statue out of. I'm pretty sure it's on a frame. And I think probably what happened here, and they'll go through at one point in the video and say you can't move it, blah, 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 blah. I think gravity can move it like that because the frame just shifts that tiny bit. Like, it's just settling. So that's what I think this is. I don't think there's anything paranormal about this one. Although it looks creepy real. Like when you get really close to it here, it looks, look at how real that looks. I mean, when you get really close, not quite as much, but it is creepy.
Recording a prehistoric exhibition to show her friends when something strange is captured.
This is new. I hadn't seen this one.
That's a little disconcerting. That thing is huge. Imagine trying to run away from that. No thanks, Jurassic Park.
As the girl records herself by the Quetzal.
I'm sorry. I know what's happening here. I think it's the angle. Because I see that shifting, and it looks like it turns and looks at her just slightly. But I'm almost sure it's the angle. Because I just saw somebody on another video have an optical illusion where they have 3 pieces of paper they put up in a corner, and it makes it look like a weird 3-dimensional cube. And as they move the camera from one side to the other, the piece of paper actually, the angle of the paper gets shorter from the viewable angle. So, like, you're looking at it on front, but as you move to the side, the viewable actually gets smaller. So it actually looks like there's a cube, and it looks like one of the sides, you're kind of going around the side of it. So it's it's just an optical illusion. I think that's what's going on here. I think this is an optical illusion.
His head suddenly begins to lower and look towards her on its own. The girl didn't notice at the time until many viewers pointed it out.
I didn't notice it when I filmed the video.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it when I edited the video. But you all kept asking if the dinosaur's head was moving, so I went back and watched my own video like a crazy person.
Some say it's due to the
I do like that.
but
Yeah.
many people are adamant
It's an
it's
optical
completely
illusion.
moved. It does look
No.
like its beak is pointing lower after it moves.
See, because then it just stops. It just stops. When she stops, it
The
stops.
first video comes from a man who decided to explore an old
Red
abandoned
socks.
haunted asylum in Norwich, Connecticut. After
Is he
exploring
by
the
himself?
completely alone and returning home,
Is he armed?
later, strange things started to happen inside his house.
Oh my
Upon
God.
activity, he decides to call out to whatever is there, and this happens.
Knock if you hear me. Knock if you hear me.
So a couple things before we hear the knock. You notice that the light kind of dimmed a little. I think that's the camera, the aperture of the camera, letting in less light. So I don't think there's any. I know some people might mention that as being paranormal, but it's not. It's just the camera. I wouldn't say malfunctioning. I think it's functioning as it's supposed to, but it's catching this bright light from the TV, and it's trying to mellow that out and make everything uniform. It's kind of what it tries to do. That's what the computer is telling it to do. So I don't think there's anything paranormal. Third time.
He asks for it to knock if it can hear him, and he gets a response. Shortly afterwards, the activity escalates and gets much worse.
I'm going live right now because that's why. Hello?
That's why. The smoke. Watch the door shut. Shut the door.
Is anyone there?
Shut the door. No, that ain't it. What am I looking for?
What the fuck?
Is he living here? Wait.
What the fuck?
Oh, something.
Oh my god.
You asked for this.
Goodness, what?
Dude, okay. You ask for it, it happens, then you're surprised. You freak out. You asked for this. You got exactly what you asked for. I don't get it.
What the fuck? Hello? Who is there? Oh my goodness, please stop. What the fuck? Please stop. Please stop. This is my house. Leave. Leave.
Welcome to my house.
Yeah, leave.
Yeah. Well, he is doing the right thing. I think it's because he didn't believe, he didn't understand what he was doing, he didn't trust it. Now he's in trouble. And now he's actually doing the right thing. Get out, leave. Except that I don't think at this point you can make it leave. You have to get something that's their domain. And usually that's God. God's domain is spiritual. He can absolutely take care of that for you.
Oh my goodness.
It did stop, at least for a short time. All the lights, come on. Turn all the lights on. Well, the video didn't stop, so there must be something else.
Hello. Oh my goodness.
See, it was gone. Like, it couldn't do anything. He had asked it to leave, right? And then he, one more time, interacted with it, and it came back. Yeah, I agree that he's looking to get jump scared. I did see that team. And he got what he wished for. I don't know. I don't get it.
Many Many drawers and cabinets can be seen moving all on their own. On another day, he hears noises coming from the kitchen, so he pulls his phone out to record and captures something chilling. Watch closely.
Daytime? Looks more daytime. Cabinet gonna open? Water coming on? What do we got? Really? The wall is starting to bleed. This is demonic. Am I seeing that right?
What the fuck?
A dark shadow can be seen peeking.
Oh, maybe not.
Before slowly retracting back into the
okay. I was looking at the wrong thing.
He would see something utterly horrible.
I was looking at the tile.
Watch closely.
Look at garbage. I'm glad we got some new videos because I haven't seen this one either. I'm not seeing anything. I see a hole of darkness. I need enhancement. I don't know what the blue light and the green light are. Microwave and something else. Smoke alarm? I don't know. Was that eyes? What is that?
What the
I saw
pale face with little to no features can be seen.
Where?
Closer towards him in the dark before he gets startled and moves back.
Even it's slow. Oh, I kind of see that.
Shortly after. Ever since then, no updates have been provided, so the question remains.
Almost look like.
Or what is this? Returning home.
I was thinking that the whole time was for the same thing. Why didn't you just shut the door? I mean, really? Two things I would have done. Turn on the lights and shut the door. Turn on the light. Next video, I enjoyed that one. Not as much as I enjoyed the other one from earlier, but that one was okay.
A woman named Olivia lives in an apartment with
Demon.
a friend.
Okay.
For a while now, they have been experiencing strange paranormal events that they just can't
Kitty.
seem to explain.
I like the cat.
The cat would often get freaked out by nothing, and doors would open on their own when nobody was there. Later
That's a
tonight,
violent
Olivia is returning home with her boyfriend
door opening.
and noticed something horrifying through their window.
It almost. That looks like a black shadow. Cloaked something. And then it just disappears. Is that their whole house or is that their apartment? Oh, and the blind comes down on its own, like, yeah.
A shadow figure can be seen in the window before disappearing. Olivia and her boyfriend hurry to get inside and see just what is.
To be fair, that could be faked.
Alright guys, we are currently home. We're about to go in. I don't think I've ever been more scared in my life.
What do we got? Hey, don't knock that stuff. You should have a crucifix and holy water in every room. Now, I'm going to give you the same advice as how I think of it. There's nothing really special about the water itself or the crucifix, right? But the one who sends it to you imbues it with his power. That's what's really affecting anything. So we're not really to trust in any engraved images or anything like that. But his power imbued with them is what we trust in. It's him and his power. So crucifix and water in and of themselves, nothing. Imbued with his power, blessed, something. So just be thinking that as you have that stuff. Update. I feel like we need Robert Stack from Unsolved Mysteries to say, update. The police investigated them.
The blanket is on the floor.
As the couple arrive inside, they find nobody
Yeah.
there, except for
Team,
a
you got it.
on the floor that was originally hung up on the door to cover it.
We put a black blanket right here just to completely close it off. We want nothing to do with it right now.
The following night,
Hey, that was smart at least.
Sounds coming from the same room, so she begins to record and captures something chilling.
Did the door just shut?
Wait. There's legit no one in here, dude.
What fell, though?
No one is in here.
I do appreciate that the camera, she took the camera, showed what was behind the door, showed all the rooms. I don't think anybody could have been hiding back there.
And searches all over, she finds nobody there. These strange events would continue with each day.
Not that you couldn't fake all this stuff with some string.
She notices this.
Can anyone tell me what this is?
Dirty fingerprints on your wall.
Looks like handprints. Almost like scraping down our wall. That's the creepiest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Some sorts of
I don't disagree.
Prints can be seen high up on the walls, leading Olivia to believe there might be something demonic in her house. And she may have just confirmed that when later that night, this happens.
I thought that was going to be it. Now we have another one. Oh, this poor woman.
Olivia says
Wow.
it's getting worse and worse. So is her house.
Wow.
By something demonic.
If this is real, that's some really powerful stuff going on. If she's faking it, I mean, again, a little bit of string. You just pull that. I don't know what to believe here. I almost feel like this is almost overdone. Like she just really went for it. It's all really aggressive, and I've never seen doors open so violently before. Not to say that they couldn't, but it's just from the normal paranormal stuff or fakery that we see. This is more violent. Yeah, it's just more violent from what we see. Great video. A lot of paranormal stuff or editing or fakery. Whatever you want to believe is really going on here. Yeah, I'm really digging this video.
Or is it all just an intricate ruse? You judge.
Ritual. What is this going to be a Ouija board? Oh my God, ritual game. See, people do this dumb stuff, and they don't like. I get it. They're scoffers. They're non-believers. They don't think anything is really going to happen, right? That guy who brought the what do they call those? The voodoo doll. He found a voodoo doll by the river that was dirty and whatever, and he was like, "Oh, this looks cool. I'll bring it home." And then weird haunted stuff starts happening to him. Like, maybe it's just I've watched too much horror movies, and I just even if I didn't believe, right? Why risk it? Why do that stuff? You know, I don't get it. Yeah, that's true, and that's a great point, Whispers. And I mean, it could be that stuff was already happening, and they're like, okay, it's ramping up. They grab the camera, and they just happen to catch more. But you're right. It's weird how cameras seem to just capture stuff now. And that could be that this stuff has always been going on, and we just have so many more cameras and so much more. I mean, cameras are everywhere. Everybody's got one on their phone, their computer. I mean, people have security systems. It's almost every street corner, street light, stoplight, bank, department store. There are cameras everywhere. You know, that's a good point. It's only people. Oh, that's interesting. Whispers, I think you might be onto something, because why wouldn't we see more stores and stuff? We've had a couple of videos where weird stuff has happened in stores. No major. Well, one major store. I think there was a Walmart that the guy had seen stuff, but it wasn't. I didn't think it was really paranormal. It just seemed like something was making a toy go off, and I thought it was some malfunction of something being played with for so long that it just randomly now goes off because so many people have pressed the button to turn it on. You know, so I thought it was kind of broken and not a real paranormal thing. But we don't see. I think I've seen maybe two other videos, and they were from Mexico. In one of them was a bigger shop. It was almost like older grocery store that would have been, I think, smaller, from maybe the 40s or 50s in the United States. It just had maybe 4 or 5 aisles, and then like a meat deli kind of section in the back. And you can go back and watch the video. You can see it. That one totally looked fake to me too, because the stuff that was happening was always within arm's reach, and it was just off camera, like he had scooped something from just off camera, like the bread. Yeah, it just seemed really fake to me too. So the stuff that we should be getting more videos and stuff with all the cameras and stuff, you think you'd have more office stuff. And I've seen, now I'm thinking about it, I have seen some of that, but not near as much as in people's houses and with the cameras rolling like that. So, Whispers, I think you might be onto something there.
On April the 1st of 2025, something happened while the girl was playing a game called The Sky is Blue all by herself.
We've seen this one.
And I see you.
The girl can be seen getting frightened and turning to run away. It doesn't look like anything strange was caught on camera. However, the girl was sure she saw a creepy dark face inside her bedroom, lurking in the darkness.
I see nothing.
The purpose of the game is to interact with paranormal entities by repeating the phrase, "The sky is blue."
See, again, they are seeking these things out. They're interacting with it. Seems to be a pretty consistent theme. So if you're going to be doing this, don't be surprised by the results. That's all I'm saying.
See you in different places, like some sort of ritual. After realizing the game may indeed be real, she couldn't help but be drawn to it, even though her parents forbid her from playing it, after seeing how afraid she was.
The sky is blue, and I see you.
Now, after hearing about the game, she wouldn't be the only sibling curious enough to try it out. Her older
Yeah.
sister Vicky decided to play the game with her in order to find out what got her younger sister so scared.
He actually catches some paranormal stuff. I think. Pretty sure.
Move down and say, and I see you. And you want to look for a baby's face.
Well, that isn't creepy.
Sky is blue.
Who would want that?
And I see you.
Well, this is an older girl, too.
You have to point up at the ceiling and...
That's what I did.
And slowly go down.
Why do I have to do it slowly?
Because that's how it goes.
The sky is blue. And I see you. There's nothing. There's no baby. There's baby photos, but there's no baby.
Nothing happens while they play the game together, so on another night, while home alone, Vicky decides to try this game out again. Only this time...
I'm only laughing because it's like consistent. You're trying to interact with something. First. Second, you're alone. Which is another thing I harp at on this channel. Never be alone when you're doing this stuff. Never. Always have somebody there. If nothing else, you can corroborate it with them. You can say, hey, did you see that? Yeah, I saw it. Then you know you're not crazy. Nothing weird is... Or, well, weird. I mean, nothing... Your mind's not making it up. And I would have 4 or 5 people, right? So, you just have to be aware of where everybody is and what they're doing so that you can separate, a noise somebody might have made from an actual paranormal event.
The sky is blue, and I see you.
We're probably going to skip a couple of these because nothing happens in most of these. Yeah, nothing. Nothing in here.
I see you.
Yeah, I don't think anything in that one. This one, maybe. Nope, let's keep going until we actually see something weird. I think it's on this next one right here. She actually catches something.
The sky is blue, and I see you.
A well-stable chandelier suddenly just drops from the ceiling without warning in the middle of this creepy game.
Okay. To be fair, I don't know if that's paranormal. I think it just falls. It's coincidental. He says well attached, but we don't know that. That thing could have been hanging there for 20 years, and it just fell at the right moment because the screw finally came loose or whatever happens.
Claims that it only could have fell if it somehow got loose and the weight caused it to drop. But due to the fact that it fell suddenly right when she was attempting the game in that room, left her completely shaken up.
Alright, so for those of you asking, this is what fell. I think I need a priest or to stage my house at the least, but that game, absolutely not.
Whatever the case, the incident with the chandelier was enough to stop Vicky from playing the game again.
Common sense, finally.
Really some form of paranormal ritual.
Why? I don't know why she tried to do that first. I guess she needed to know if she needed to do something more. And when that happened, she figured out she's going to need a blessing and a priest and whatever. So that's good.
Normal explanation for this. Until we see more of the game, we may never know. Off the bed.
It did get me a little bit, I will say.
Her son somewhere in the UK says that she has been doing renovations on the house, and ever since this.
But again, it's only here. I'm getting warm. I'm going to take this jacket off. It's only the most real things that are the scariest, right? Her scream. I mean, the chandelier in and of itself didn't freak me out, but I'm not there in the room. Now I'm almost too cold. I'm not going to be comfortable. Let's go without the jacket for a minute. But the chandelier didn't freak me out, but the scream did. And the same thing for the video earlier where the woman had just moved into the apartment, and then there was some strange man standing in her apartment because she forgot to lock her door. I mean, that's the most freaky, scary thing out of all of it, is that she had something real happen to her with a real person, not a paranormal one. So this guy, I mean, he was a crazy dude. He was like, "Hey, you're my friend. Don't you know? Don't you know me? We're friends." She's like, "I have no idea who you are." Yeah, that, even if that's fake, if she paid some guy or a friend of hers to come in and do that, just the interaction, just having that is creepy. She wins on the, if that's fake, she wins the award for creepiness on that video, because that is still creepy, whether it's real or not.
Started, she has been dealing with unexplainable events inside the house. She believes somehow the renovations might have angered some lingering spirits in the home.
That happens.
While her son is fast asleep, the security camera in his bedroom captures...
Oh, I've seen this. It pulls him off the bed. Did that cat go by twice? Do we have a Matrix event here? Am I supposed to see something? No. Now, to be fair, I'm going to play the doubter here, because I know it looks like a pole, but even if his body, which I didn't see, his body being dragged, that could have been a kick straight out of a nightmare, and he may have just woken up from a nightmare. I don't think we can trust this as paranormal in the least.
Something unseen seems to yank on the boy's leg and pull him off the bed. The boy starts to cry.
I mean, it does at the end kind of look like he got dragged. It doesn't look like he pushes himself either.
But clearly there is nobody there.
Maybe.
Says that the boy came
Tough.
straight to her room saying a man pulled him out of his bed and he had black hair and wore a jumper, leaving us to question just who. And he had black
I thought that was my chat. Let me read the last part, because this is what the voice says to her. He came into my room and I said, "What happened?" He said, "A man pulled me out of bed by my leg. He had black hair and a jumper." In the video, he says, "I don't want it." It must be British, because jumper refers to a jacket. It's more like a windbreaker, I think. If anybody knows what a jumper, if it's a specific type of jacket, let me know.
And wore a jumper, leaving us to question just who or what is this man. Let me know what you think.
I don't think there's enough there for me. For me, there isn't.
Maddie Rose was driving home from her mother's house. She pulled down her street and parked her car. Then she noticed something dark move across her rearview mirror. She opened the door and noticed a dark silhouette moving across the bushes. So she quickly locks herself inside the car and films the wing mirror.
I understand this is probably going to sound insane or look like a blur to you, but I was crying. I watched this thing move across in my rearview mirror when I was driving back of my car to the front. I could see it from outside. And
is it in the mirror now?
My car, like, staring at me, but if I looked away, I couldn't find it until it was closer. I have never felt fear like this. The hair on my arms was standing up. I was crying on the phone with my mom, waiting for my stepdad to come over, because I couldn't believe this is what I really saw.
See, look, Look, it does look okay. That is what we're saying. Okay.
Leaving Maddie to cry in fear. The next morning, she makes an update on the situation.
That's a lot of tattoos.
That could have caused this illusion.
Going to take you outside.
I almost feel like I'm watching an OF video versus a paranormal one. I think why we know why this girl is on mine. Maybe not. I might be unfair here. I don't know that for sure, but it seems a little risque. All of her posing and showing off the tattoos and stuff. I mean, just the outfits. Okay, that's my 2 cents.
The location of where this was. So this is directly outside of my house. This is going to be where ours.
A lot of tattoos. What's the other thing? I've seen a lot of. I don't know if you'd call it demonic possession, but there have been people that have been affected negatively by demons within their lives in some way. And these people often start doing very weird things to their own bodies, and tattoos generally, and especially on or near the face, are a huge problem with that. And I can see it's just coming up on their chin now. I would imagine sooner or later she'll probably have a full face tattoo. It'll look awful. I've seen people have weird haircuts. They kind of look like distorted versions of pinheads, if you know what those are from American Horror Story. Yeah. So I kind of feel like the tattoos or something is being opened into her life through that.
There's literally nothing. And here is from the angle car.
This is where the shadowy thing was.
Directly around. There's nothing that would have cast a shadow. So I just found out that my neighbor has been experiencing something weird. I completely forgot until my boyfriend reminded me. Her side door has been opened repeatedly throughout the last week, and that door does not have a key. It can only be opened from the inside. She keeps coming home, or her friend comes home. There's nothing missing, but the door is wide open. Nobody is able to unlock it except for them from the inside. She just called me to tell me about it, and I just told her about what happened with me.
Maddie shows that there is nothing that could form the silhouette that she had seen.
The problem that I have with what she's doing it in broad daylight. Now, granted, you might still be able to tell if something could cast a shadow, if there's virtually nothing there. So we're looking, really what we're, to debunk it during the day, you'd have to look at the angle that light was shining down that could cause something like that. And then you'd have to look at everything between where your car would have been and where the light is to see if anything could actually do that. I don't know. Well, thanks, Whisper. I feel like we're forming a unit with the chat on these paranormal videos. I think we're all kind of coming together and seeing very similar things and having very similar opinions. I really appreciate that from you guys. So, yeah, I don't think she does a great job of debunking. Is really the point I'm trying to make here.
Tonight, she decides to recreate the same scene to see if she sees it again, but there's nothing there. She then compares the two together to show that she really did see a figure that day.
So if you look at the one on the left, that's a recreation. You don't see that street light very bright. The one on the right, you do. The light is right in the mirror that you're looking at. So, I don't know. And it doesn't move, right? It doesn't move. It's just standing there, or the shadow exists there. And we're seeing, like, if you look at this little area, there's all these little reflections of that light, right, on the mirror. And that could be what this little one right here is also a reflection. And it could be as simple as a piece of dirt being on the mirror at that point. Oh, you know, that could actually be what we're seeing here too, is some scum or dirt on the mirror. We might not actually be seeing anything. And if it rained between when the recreation happened and the original, it could have washed that film right off, or that dirt. So this could totally be fake.
The only difference between the two is that one of them has the light on in the back. So is it possible the light did cast a shadow, and it's actually pareidolia? Or did she really...
Pareidolia, yeah. What a word.
That night, I'll let you be the judge.
That's $100 word right there, pareidolia.
The following video comes from a woman who was doing some renovation work in an old cabin located somewhere in Oregon. The previous owner was a female teacher who passed away inside the cabin, and ever since then the place has been abandoned and left in terrible condition. One day, as she arrives to check on the...
Okay. And this may be an original video before any work is done on it. For me, if I'm going to do anything like this, with the knowledge that somebody passed away in the house, one, I think all of you probably know, as soon as you start renovation and spirits or anything were in a location, they tend to not like change like that. Walls get knocked down, things are shifted for whatever reason. It really angers spirits, because I hear plenty of stuff. As soon as renovations happen, weird stuff starts happening in older houses, almost always. So, with that in mind. The other thing, I would come in with the mindset, you got to work from the outside in. Meaning, these bushes that you see in front right here, trim these or cut these. I would probably cut them, mow them down completely, so that you have an open area around the house. I like being able to see what's coming and going. I'm a little more paranoid, I guess. So that's how I would start this. I'm sure we're going to see some paranormal stuff. I'm hoping. Let's find out.
Property and record some videos. She notices that her toddler keeps talking to someone who isn't there.
Oh.
And her dog also begins to stare at a particular part of the building in a very peculiar manner. Now, aside from her toddler and her dog, she is completely alone at this site. But after noticing their strange behavior...
It would be even worse if the toddler's talking to somebody at the exact moment that dog is staring at the exact same spot. And, like, if it moves and they both move their heads and they're both following it, oh, that would kind of confirm a little paranormal. I don't think I could disprove that one.
She observes the cabin and sees something horrifying.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to lean in.
There's something moving in the door. The thing is, that door in there is really stiff. Like all of them are. So, there's nothing hanging there.
Oh, I see a little...
Fucking, what the fuck is that? It's creepy. It's gotta be something. I don't know what the fuck? It just fucking, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
It looked like something was standing there and then walked through the door. Yeah.
Seen moving behind one of the doors upstairs inside the cabin before moving out of view.
Yeah.
Creeped out by the sudden sighting, she didn't dare go up and see what it was. Instead, she returns a few days later and makes an update video showing the exact location the figure was seen.
Oh, this is where?
The cabin.
Yikes.
Here is the stairwell, okay, that you see. There's the porch. And here is the doorway. And the question that, like, the notorious doorway that had whatever. Look at these are, like, notes still that, from Emily, the daughter. And, these are from the lady who died here.
Can you? Yeah. Can you open the door?
Oh, I hate it in here. I mean, it gets even creepier once you go downstairs. I'm not even going down. Well, fuck, I said I'd do a walkthrough. I'm not going down there. I'll show you.
The toddler's voice.
Of course, it's really, it's like barely hanging on.
The porch is barely hanging on. Is that what you said? Why is there a shadow on the wall right there? See that?
Here's the downstairs.
Was there?
Which sort of creeps me out the most. However, I mean,
Was this woman?
It's not as bad.
Was this woman a hoarder?
I feel fine. It's like I'm totally fine as long as there's people here.
As you can see, there is no curtains on the door where the figure appeared, or anything that could have been seen as paranormal.
That's fine.
The place also looks like a complete mess, which is said to be the perfect conditions for something sinister to reside in. Many viewers also say the figure resembles that of someone in a skirt. Could this be the lost spirit of the teacher who passed away in this case?
I don't disagree that it's probably a skirt. I don't know.
Let me know what you think. The night shift.
The heck is that guy talking to?
The following video was taken by a CCTV camera inside a 24-hour gym in the late.
What is that hanging?
A personal trainer can be seen in deep conversation with someone, which happened to catch the attention of the staff monitoring the CCTV, leaving them shocked.
I've seen some videos like this. That's a vampire. It's a vampire.
After witnessing this strange behavior, the staff decided to radio the PT and ask him who is he talking to. The PT replies saying a man had come inside inquiring about signing up for a membership. So he explained the process. And
it's always it's almost a very similar story. I think I've seen this, the third one I've seen, where he looks like he's talking to no one. And it's always the same kind of thing. Somebody's just asking for directions. Somebody's asking to maybe for a gym membership or to be shown around or whatever. Very mundane things. And then they have some sort of lengthy conversation. And then, oh, well, have a nice day. The entity goes on about its day or business or whatever. And the person then goes and watches them talk to nobody, watches themselves talk to nobody on the video. Like, I swear there was a guy there. I was talking with somebody. I don't know why the camera didn't see him. I don't understand. So, it was the same. The last one I saw, the guy was walking up to his residence, and he had cameras on the outside, and he some guy had walked up to him and just asked him directions to the park. And he was like, oh yeah, you just go over here, blah, blah, blah. He has this quick conversation, but it's a little lengthy. And then he's like, well, have a good day. And he goes, and then he was like, hey, I wonder if the video, I don't remember when he watched that, maybe later in the day or that next day or something. And then he realized, I'm talking to nobody. And that's when he posted it.
Left shortly after. However, the staff member told him nobody was there and that he was talking to himself. The PT thinks the staff is playing a joke on him, so the staff member who recorded the footage on his phone comes to show him. The moment he sees the footage, chills run down his...
So, I've done workouts where it makes me shake like that. So I'm not buying it. And that's so easy to fake. I'm not buying his reaction here.
Spine, so much so that he's trembling while trying to drink water, as he realizes there was nobody there, but he swears he clearly spoke to someone, or perhaps...
Not only that, I wouldn't be trying to drink anymore to calm myself. I want to put the water down and kind of let go of everything, stop shaking.
Something. To make matters worse, late on another night, the CCTV in the gym captures this.
Weird mist.
A strange mist manifests and moves across the gym in a strange way, causing the staff to take notice of the sighting and leading them to believe this gym may indeed be haunted.
Maybe.
After this, the PT didn't want to work the night shift ever again. The visitor. A mother explains that her father passed away in 2000.
Just the last comment on that last video. I'm not seeing a lot of something that's actually paranormal there. The mist is strange, but again, we don't know what may have caused that mist or smoke. I've seen where you have two sets of wiring. You have older wiring that supposedly is disconnected, and you have new wiring that's actually, up to code and uses the light switch and stuff. But sometimes when you get, I want to say cheap labor, they don't disconnect it properly, and they leave one end connected. And so after a time, gravity will affect the other wiring. They can shift it slightly, and if they touch, it completes that circuit. And there have been some times where the coating, that rubber on the outside, that wire starts getting super heated, and it melts all that rubber off, and it can cause smoke just like that. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that's a possibility, or something else. Something else caused the smoke or mist to appear. Doesn't necessarily mean that's paranormal. All right.
2002, but suddenly on one night, her 2-year-old daughter Mabel says that she can see him.
Okay, who is it?
Daddy. Daddy's right there.
Is it your daddy?
No, it's your daddy.
Is where?
Daddy's right here.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, show me.
See?
Oh.
Your daddy's missing you.
My daddy's missing me? Okay.
Let's go get him.
Let's go get him. Where'd he go?
In here.
Okay, show me.
Mabel points down the hallway and tells her mum that her dad is over there. What's strange is that the 2-year-old girl has never met her grandfather, so she shouldn't know how he looks. Eventually, her mum shows her a picture of him, and this happens.
Yes? Yes, it looks like that.
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah? And Mabel, what does your ghost do?
No.
What did you say he gave you?
Heart.
A heart?
Daddy. Daddy.
Uh-huh.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Wanted to answer some questions that I got about Mabel seeing my father who passed away and telling me that he missed me. Question is, has she ever met him? No, she's never met him. I've showed her a picture of him. She recognized him. So she calls him Daddy Ghost.
Mabel's mum feels chills run down her spine as the girl instantly recognizes her.
That's a harder one to explain, in that we're not seeing anything paranormal in this. There's nothing paranormal to us in this video. It is unusual that she can identify somebody she's never met. I'm just trying to think of, very rare, unusual thing. I normally you hear, I'm gonna use this for an example. Normally you'll hear somebody, right? You'll hear somebody's voice. You've never seen them before. There's a new hot track out, and you hear like a new country singer, right? Never met or seen the guy before. But in your mind, you kind of start fitting a face to that voice, right? Maybe a goatee, a nice wide-brimmed hat, nice plaid shirt, country singer. And then you see the guy, and maybe you'd imagine dark hair, but he's really blonde. You know, you'd imagine him tall and skinny, but he's short, maybe a little pudgy. You know, it never fits. Nothing ever looks the same. Except for me, one time in my life, when I heard Kenny Rogers, of all people, I thought of how that guy must look, and it matched perfectly with what Kenny Rogers really looked like. Now, I don't know, maybe I saw a picture of him, and subconsciously I was like, oh, I know what this guy looks like. But I didn't remember seeing the picture. So it was strange that I pictured him exactly as he actually looks. So I don't know if I say that only because maybe something similar is going on here, where there was a picture or something in the house and she saw it. Not that she's making up seeing a ghost, but maybe, you know, I don't know, like she's saying it like she's seeing it in real time, which is the hard part to explain. If this was something she had maybe just woken up or part of a dream or something like that, it might be easier to explain subconsciously. But, you know, something like that happening. But for her to see it in real time, that's way tougher to explain. Except the only part that I can explain is she probably saw a photo or something of her grandfather and now is matching that. Now I'll mention something else here as a cautionary thing. This could be demonic. Most of the time I think it is, because demons are very good at lying. And I don't know what the point of their lie in this case would be. But they can appear as something that they're not, like a loved one, and they can sound like something they're not, like a loved one. So they can look and sound like somebody who's passed, but it really isn't them. And I do think, well, both animals and children, there's a lot of evidence that shows that they can see and hear stuff that we can't. I'm just going to leave it right there at that. I don't really have anything else to add to that. So, Whispers, I think you are onto something with that as well, that animals and children can see something we can't.
The grandfather in the picture to be the ghost she has been seeing around the house, as she refers to him as Daddy Ghost, despite having never seen him before. Worried for her safety, they ask what does he do, and she says it gave her a hug. But this isn't the only time this has happened. She has seen a ghost in the house a few times on different occasions.
What, see the ghost? What are you talking about?
She's unafraid of it, though.
The dryer scared me, and you already freaked me out. What did you say?
See me.
Well, where is it?
In my closet.
In your closet?
Yes.
What does it look like?
A daddy ghost.
A daddy ghost?
No, Mom.
Oh, your daddy ghost?
Yes, my daddy.
Is he nice?
Yes. My dad.
All these men died. Weird.
Mabel sees the ghost again, this time inside her bedroom closet, and says it's her friend. Many people believe she shouldn't interact with it, as it is something evil imitating the form of a loved one, and will eventually get worse as time goes along, especially due to the fact that it seems to be lingering in the house very often. So is this girl seeing the spirit of her grandfather, Or is it something more sinister? Either way, she clearly
I mean,
recognized the man in the photo.
her dad passed away in 2002. We're in 2025, or maybe 2024, if this video was shot last year. Seems pretty modern. That's a long time. Hey, thank you for the follow. I don't think I'm going to try to pronounce that one, only because there are no vowels in that. But I will spell it out. VNHGJH. Thank you for the follow. Once again, I see you're on Kick. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's a long time for something to hang around. Long time. It's more likely that it's a short time thing, but it knows some information and is trying to deceive them. That's what I think.
Photo as her grandfather first time, which makes this all the more strange. In the woods. On May the 14th of 2025, a man named Robert was walking his dog Ollie out by the woods late at night, like he does often. But on one night, his dog starts barking.
No.
He has something
No.
in the woods, wondering what.
Why are you walking? I'm sorry. I think if you live in a neighborhood, it might be okay to walk your dog at night, possibly. But realistically, why are you walking the dog at night? Why aren't you walking during the day? When I had a dog, never at night. Never. We would never go out at night. I might go, well, that's not 100% true. I might go in the backyard and toss a ball for my dog. But walking around the neighborhood, nah. Nope, not at night.
Causing his dog to act like that, he goes closer to check it out, and something horrifying happens. Watch closely.
Oh, what are you barking at? The dog is barking hard.
Well, you should listen to it. It's trying to tell you.
It's a full moon tonight, yo. Full moon tonight.
Well, I can't see that. There's a light.
I have no idea.
You can still hear it barking, too.
What the hell is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
Okay.
What is that, y'all?
I don't know if that's paranormal.
Guttural growl can be heard emanating from within the woods, right as he.
Yeah, you see those eyes right there? This could be a wolf or a bobcat, a mountain lion, any bigger predator. This could definitely be, and it could be a problem. So, again, as I've said on this channel before, one, don't be alone. What are you doing? Even with your dog. I mean, having a dog, of course, is better than being completely alone. The other thing I've mentioned, be armed. Carry something for protection. This is a prime example of why you'd want to do that. What if this was a wolf or a bobcat or mountain lion or something, and it's coming to get you? It's gonna attack you, and you're out there unarmed, alone. You think you're gonna outrun that thing? You're not outrunning that. If this is a cat, you think you're gonna climb a tree to get away from it? Nope, you're not gonna do that. And what about your dog? Your dog just dead? This is a bad situation. This is extremely bad.
Sees a creature with glowing red eyes lurking in the darkness, just watching him and his dog. The man quickly runs out of there, not waiting to find out what it was.
Yeah, no, wise.
Viewers said the noise it made sounded like nothing they've ever heard before. and believe it could be the Mothman, a human cryptid with glowing red eyes.
No.
Let me know your thoughts on this.
No, it's not. No.
If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to
I don't.
debsofbusiness@gmail.
So, also, if you haven't, be sure to, and I should like this video too, like, share, subscribe on Depth of Despair, as well as my channel. So maybe this might be a good group to share with, but you might look up a video. There's a man who, I think it's like a 2-hour video, so you may not want to watch the whole thing. But you're talking about other entities other than humans that exist in woods or forests or abandoned places and make those their homes for sure. Now, I don't know how real this is, so take this with a grain of salt. But there's a guy who claims that he is half Nephilim, so he would be a quarter angel, fallen angel. It's a very interesting. It's like a 2-hour video. He talks about all this stuff about other entities, about abuse he suffered as a kid, getting saved, preaching the Bible to other entities, not necessarily humanoid, trying to convert them to be Christian. Very strange. And he goes into kind of a lot of stuff he was talking about. It's I don't know if I want to mention it because, one, I don't want to get in trouble, but two, it actually could be some dangerous stuff. But it was interesting, and he definitely talked about the military-industrial complex, where they're setting up like major bases, and what's behind all of that. Very, very interesting. I don't know how true any of it is, or if the guy is completely crazy. But something you guys may want to check out. I'm just mentioning it. I don't know how true that is. So again, go watch the video and check it out for yourself. If I can find it again, I'll at least give you the title and probably show the where you can find the video for it on the next one. I think it'll take me some time to find that though, so I'm not going to do that tonight.
Or tag us on TikTok at Depths of Despair YT.
YT.
The Realtor.
YouTube.
On June the
DoD.
8th of 2025, a woman was sent to clean a property by the Realtor. Strangely, the woman
Okay,
finds
we've seen this one.
particular property quite often. The Realtor
This is kind of a creepy one. I'm going to let it play.
And often break the contract to move out shortly after moving in, but doesn't tell the cleaner why. Late one night, she's at the house all alone, cleaning it, after the last tenants moved out, when she captures this.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque la gente no dura rentando. Rompe el contrato por una u otra cosa y tuvimos que venirla a limpiar el día de hoy porque ya mañana se van a mover. Se las quiero enseñar. Lo raro es que dice el realtor que no dura la gente. Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque rompe el contrato a la gente. Ay, no mames.
Sorry, I forgot about her reaction. Oh no, mommies. No. Sorry. I would have had something similar reaction too. Oh no. Oh no. So it struck me as funny. I don't know.
Ya es noche. Estoy sola.
I mean, this could be fake because she doesn't seem too afraid of it.
No hay nada. Esta pinche casa.
I mean, oh, and you don't see what's behind the door. She's in show.
No sé por qué rompe el contrato la gente.
Oh no.
No. Déjenme regresar. Sí, porque me dio cosas a la puerta.
A door opens on its own, but there's no one there. She continues walking around the house
What?
and
Like,
comes towards a dark room when this happens.
¿Te imaginas para que la gente rompa el contrato acá?
she keeps saying the same story over and over, too.
A vivir aquí. Y ahorita les voy a enseñar lo demás para allá. Déjenme prender la luz.
Weird, but not necessarily paranormal. Noises and stuff can come in weird into a house.
Ahorita les voy a enseñar. Esta es una recámara.
And the way she shot that door opening, too, really makes me think this might be fake.
Entonces, el señor dice que ya van varias
Okay,
familias
at this point,
que rompen el contrato.
okay, at this point, you've seen a door open by itself, if it's not fake. You've seen a door open by itself. I don't know if you heard the wind. She didn't seem to hear the wind growl. And she didn't really seem to react to the disembodied voice.
After a while, she's...
But personally, if I see one thing, maybe I'm like, okay, maybe it's a little drafty. Door open on its own. Okay, whatever. It's a little drafty. But once I would hear that second disembodied voice or the windy growl, I'd be a little bit more on edge, like, okay, it does seem like something is happening here. When you hear that third thing, that disembodied voice, out, and I don't even know if I would wait that long. That door opening by itself might be enough on its own to just be, no, I'm out. You do your own thing. You clean your own house.
Starts hearing even more noises and decides to go and check it out. When she captures something chilling, watch closely.
Iba a dejar grabando, pero la neta, ya me está dando cosa.
You already cleaned the house. She's just filming weird stuff at this point.
No sé qué sea.
What am I supposed to have seen? Why the music? I hate that. I think I'm going to leave. Yeah, I think you're going to leave too.
She approaches a dark room where the sounds seem to be coming from. What looks like a dark
Oh, I see. I do see that now. Okay.
Corner of the room. Luckily, at this point, she was already reaching her limit and wanted to just hurry up and leave, so she didn't enter. But right as she is making her way out, this happens.
Tengo que ir a apagar la luz de ella porque se está poniendo ya. Ay, no.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Creo que voy a regresar mañana mejor. Yo me voy a la chica. Esa pinche luz de acá la tengo que apagar.
A door opens on its own, and she just decides she's had enough and rushes to get out of there. After experiencing what it's like being alone in that place.
But she has a ring light on her face as she's explaining this, so she knows she's posting this. So it'd be like if I started posting paranormal stuff that was really happening to me. Would you guys trust that of me at this point? I mean, come on. Let's be real. When you're trying to get views and subscriptions and follows and stuff like that, I mean, I want to be as genuine as possible. Just what you're seeing from me, this is really me. What you're getting is the real me. This is what I'm thinking. I'm not trying to, I only have 130 something subscribers on YouTube. So I'm not like this huge, I don't have millions of followers. But even so, even of myself, there should be a little of why is he doing this? And that's what I'm doing with her here. Why is she doing this? She has a ring light on. Does she have a channel? Is she trying to get views? What's really happening here? I don't know.
She now understands why every tenant breaks their contract and moves out early.
Yeah.
It seems like the house is haunted, and they likely
go get it cleansed.
Yeah. Before moving in. But as always,
This looks like a nice place, too. It's big.
In another video, a man was visiting his dad's old abandoned house somewhere in the countryside when he captures this.
Whoa, that's a big house.
Estoy acá en la casa.
Terror in the camp.
Acá el campo. Bueno, acá se ve un patio, pero es todo campo. Y me senté 2 segundos acá y... ¿Lo ven? ¿Lo ven ahí?
Oh.
Hace unos segundos se está asomando algo y... Yo...
I thought I saw a little movement as he was pointing to that. Yeah.
¿Ves? Hey, hey.
Hey now, wait. Oh, hold on. Whoa. That's what that seemed like, genuinely. Whoa, hold up now. Wait. We've seen this video too, but I don't remember it so well.
La casa estaba abandonada porque dejamos todas las cosas ahí, pero... Se escucha algo.
A strange child's voice
That is weird.
and then a dark shadow figure.
This is his dad's house? This is a house? Wow, it's a big house.
And in the end, there's nobody there. Creeped out, he just decides to up and leave the place.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. We've seen this one. This is an old nurse walking by. She is see-through. This woman sees it, but I don't think any of her other family sees it. I'm just going to skip this one. It's not... I mean, we can see... We'll watch it for the paranormal part. Because it's quick and it's right at the front here.
And comes from a woman named Heather who lives somewhere in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. On one evening, Heather was outside on her something
let's move
her to the core. Watch closely.
You don't have to watch closely. This is going to be obvious. Watch the car back there. Here we go. Here it is. She sees it right there. That's weird. Scares me out.
What did you say? What did you say, Mom?
And you can see she's see-through. There. That's it. That's all there is to the video. That's it. Yeah. I don't disagree that was a real reaction. But nobody else in the family reacts. And I think they mentioned she's the only one that saw the nurse walking by. So for whatever reason, she saw it in real time and no one else did. So it's weird. Or they just didn't pay attention. They saw it, but they were thinking that's just somebody walking by. Didn't think twice about it. Which that happens a lot. People don't understand or realize there's something paranormal going on when it's happening.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah. We'll skip the rest of that. I mean, there's just nothing else to it except some creepy footage from old paranormal, not paranormal. God, this is long. It talks about the insane asylums or maybe the hospital where these nurses were working. We're past it. Let's go back. Look how long this video is for just that short little thing.
And perhaps the only reason Heather could see it and the others couldn't is because she used to play around in the abandoned hospital and the areas around it. So is this a real ghost of an old nurse? Let me know. The Night Watch. This video comes from a security guard who works the night shifts. It's around 2:15 a.m. and the security guard patrolling the premises receives a radio call from the CCTV operators, telling him that a mysterious person has been detected outside the company building and asks him to go check what they want. As he arrives, he finds nobody there at the site, but then he sees something utterly terrifying.
He ducks down out of the way Oh, and then a pair of weird legs. That's it. I think I've seen this one before. Yeah, we're gonna fast. It's weird. I think that's all there is to this one.
In fact, he ended his patrol right then and there and went inside the building,
well,
leaving the question unanswered. Just what is this emerging from the dark waters? If it were just a normal human, the security guard wouldn't have hid in terror. Like most videos, this one remains a mystery.
Yeah, it's weird. Here we go. Something that's two businesses, really. We got a security guard. I think this is the one of the Walmart that I was just talking about, where there's a thing that turns on. I don't know if this is paranormal.
Sure, everything is well secured. On one night while patrolling, he enters a supermarket and decides to record a video showing what it's like to do the night shift in such a place. When he captures something chilling, take a look.
Son estos. El Santo, versión de Spider-Man.
That is not.
La película de las lesbianas. 2.0. ¿Qué cojones? Amigos, no es broma, no hice corte ni nada. Estaba con los juguetes y de repente se cayó
One fell.
no sé si alcanza a ver, una mercancía sola. De hecho se escuchó cuando andaba con el bus Yogur Light. Y esto no fue coña, amigos, esto se cayó solo de verdad. Y estoy un poco
I don't.
Porque no suele pasarme esto mucho. De repente sí se escuchan cosas raras y así, pero no es algo que digas, uy, qué miedo. Por lo regular, pues a todo le encuentro una lógica de por qué pasa. Pero esto me sacó de onda, así muy de repente. Y ustedes
It
no
just,
escucharon, ¿no?
personally, it just seems like some items shifted and fell over. That thing was stacked pretty high. I don't know if there's anything paranormal here.
No sé si se alcanzó a escuchar en el video.
While showing the toy to the camera, some boxes suddenly fall off a shelf on the back, all on their own, startling Brandon, as he knows he's all alone. Although he was startled, he believes it was just an odd occurrence and nothing else will come of it. However, after returning home a few days later, strange things started to happen, mainly with his dog. His dog started behaving really strangely. Sometimes he would stare at Brandon from off in the distance, or while hiding behind something.
That is weird.
The dog seems to now be afraid of its owner ever since he returned from that night shift, as if something has attached itself to him and followed him back home.
Kira.
That is weird.
Kira, te quiero preguntar algo. Siéntate.
Oh, he doesn't seem too afraid of him there.
Oye, Kira. ¿Eres un nahual? ¿Es cierto que eres un nahual? ¿O es mentira? ¿Eres un nahual? Akira, ¿por qué no volteas a verme? ¿Eres un nahual? Ni siquiera me volteé a ver. Akira, y ni siquiera hay nada que te esté viendo para que digas que está viendo algo. Simplemente me quitas la mirada.
I mean, it's weird, but
pointed out that the dog kept looking at something creepy at the end by the stairs.
Bestia, hasta ahorita me vengo enterando desde que subí ese video de...
this is definitely an edit.
Alcanza a ver al fondo. La verdad es que ni siquiera me había dado cuenta, o sea, leía sus comentarios y todo, pero
No llegué a leer comentarios sobre lo que se veía ahí. Y es que supuestamente es como
So, I think he's talking about this object right here.
nada, absolutamente nada.
I don't know what that is. It looks like some...
A face can be seen in the corner by the stairs, just watching them. The dog seemed to be looking towards it too. Brandon didn't notice at the time.
It looks like a pile of clothes or something that can take on that
He says there was nothing there that could have looked like
humanoid characteristics. It just doesn't...
Whoever was at the store followed him home. Real ghost or not, I'll leave the final judgment to you.
I mean, I've heard of things following people home, or they're connected to some object that you bring home. I've heard about that. I've discussed that before on this channel. But in this case, I don't know. That dog kind of has some Shiba Inu characteristics. So Shibas are very quiet generally, just like that, and can just be weird and stare at things that really aren't there. They do it all the time. Shibas are very weird, so I could see this dog kind of, it's like this Shiba Inu husky mix almost. It's a very strange mix. I don't know. I don't know what was really happening there, but I don't see anything paranormal in that video.
The playpen. The following video was captured by a baby monitor around 1 p.m. A mother named Kristen placed her daughter in her playpen and left something for her to watch on the TV while she did some house chores. Little did she know,
we've seen this before too.
Happened that left her deeply concerned for her daughter's safety.
Yeah. I don't know what that object is. What's that? Almost looks like a popsicle or sucker or something. No? Is there another angle?
Kristen is downstairs, completely out of view. Her daughter seems to be focused on someone or something she's seeing in the room, even blowing kisses to them. Even stranger is just how did the bottle piece fly into her playpen out of nowhere? And then shortly after, a baby bottle hits the other side of the playpen. Growing more worried for her daughter's safety, she makes an update on the incident.
I mean, we don't know where... Unfortunately, we don't know where those things came from or how far they traveled or anything. It almost looks like there was a pile of stuff on the other side and a couple things fell off the pile to me.
Okay, so this is my daughter's playpen that she was in when...
Yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of stuff.
So she was standing right here. The stem would have fallen about here. And as you can see, like directly in front of that on the other side is the toy bin where the bottle had landed. It landed about here. There's nothing around that the bottles could have come from, especially because like they landed straight down. So there's a little dresser, and then
sort of straight down.
There is where the dressing room is, which is where the bottles were, where I put everything before I went downstairs to take everything out. So really no explanation. There's the monitor that caught it.
There seems to be no explanation for just how these bottles came flying towards the playpen when they were placed so far away. Kristen has yet to find out what's going on, but her grandma thinks it was Kristen's mum, letting her know that she's still watching over her family.
It's too aggressive.
Afterlife. But Kristen remains doubtful, hoping it isn't something sinister out to harm her daughter. But let me know what you think. Now,
yeah,
next one.
It's unusual. Those are the end of the year paranormal videos. What time is it? It's 12:30. I have all information on the table. I have golf tomorrow. So I'm going to head to bed now, and then I need to figure out pretty quick here when I need to get up and head out. Now, I say that with full knowledge that it might snow tomorrow, and if it does, I'm not going to go, and I'll be on earlier. Otherwise, I'll be on later, and we'll try a demo of something. But that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I see a lot of you on here tonight. I really appreciate all of you. Be sure, if you haven't, please follow, especially on YouTube. Just trying to get monetized. Still have a long, long way to go. I'm going to try and pick up more games and get into some different stuff. I did also promise the Path of Pain from Hollow Knight at some point in the future, so I'll be doing that as well. I also need to get a couple videos up for the NFL picks this week and the reveals from how I did last week. All of that will be coming up. So be sure to hit that notification button so you know when I'm on. Otherwise, that's it for tonight, guys, unless anybody has anything before I sign out. If not, I'm going to say, everybody, have a good night. And as always, be good to each other. Until I see you next time. Bye.